because you have the backing of Fianna Fáil, you have the two big Conservative blocs here backing you. In the past you had the backing of the Greens at times, or you had the backing of Labour at times to pursue water charges and to pursue people for them. But there is a growing radical movement in this country who can see through you and who can see through the neoliberal agenda of the class that you represent, which is to take every commodity, everything that moves, including health and including transport and all of the decent public services. You've done it with the bins. Look at the disaster that waste management has become in this country. And I know the knee-jerk reaction will be, but that's because Brid Smith, you told people not to pay for it. Our movement argued that once you commodify an essential service and begin to pay for it, then it becomes the subject of the market, as is the rules of the European Union. No government, no local authority, no state body can maintain control over a service that is paid for without allowing the private operators in on the act. And that is the very reason why we said all of our essential services should be paid for through direct taxation. And where are we going to come from more taxation? One word: Apple. It's all over the media tonight. We're being told, Paschal Donoghue's being told, take the money or I'm bringing you to court. I'm going to sue you. Take the money off Apple. 13 billion and possibly even 19 if you add in the interest. What is wrong with the heads of the people who run this country? Imagine what could be done with that. And yet we are saying to a greedy corporation like Apple, listen, yous are great, just bring loads of jobs here, and yous haven't made enough profit, so we're not going to touch those billions that you owe us in taxes. And they're not the only ones, because as we'll see during the course of next week's discussion on the budget, there are at least 13 other giant corporations in this country who are paying less than 1% effective tax. There is an average so-called effective tax rate being collected of about 9%, but there's 13 declared corporations of enormous proportions with enormous profits who are paying less than 1%. And yet your government wants to come after ordinary families, ordinary working families, the disabled, pensioners, to pay more when they know that they have already paid for their services through their taxation. Extra money was taken from the car tax to cover water service charges. In the past, when Fianna Fáil had to do a U-turn on this, they said extra money would be taken from PRSI to cover water services. Now, I think you need to, at some point, all of the Conservative parties in this House, own up and just declare that really you're not for the little people. It is only the big guys you care about, because that's what we see. As the little people, as the ordinary people, we see all your efforts going to support, to help, to bail out, to bring leniency on the big guys, and the rest of us can go to hell, can go to jail, can go out marching, but at the end of the day, you two will do deals with each other, and you have a junior minister on this side of the House who will back you up very nicely. I think shame on Fianna Fáil. I think they really ought to be called out on this one. Obviously shame on you and your government, but I think the people on this side of the House who are trying to hide and go for cover and pretend that they are the heroes of the Irish people really need to be called out. I leave it at that, Minister, and I hope we get another chance to debate this further next week.
Before I call on Deputy Joe